Turn on the TV, turn up the volume, listen to this. You should be very careful with your calls from your financial institutions and telephone operators for the deaf. Joining us this morning to explain why, Glenn Lloyd from Consumer Protection. Okay, so they are trying to find new segments of the population to scam. Now they're moving on to the deaf.
That's right. Well, last week we talked about spoofing, where they change your caller ID.
Yes.
Right after we talked about it, it started happening again here in Madison. Getting calls from here in Wisconsin from the West Bend Savings Bank. That's what the caller ID would say. And, you know,
but it wasn't.
No, heavens no, it wasn't. It was coming from out of the country.
Oh.
But the bank has lost more than $20,000 reimbursing people that fell for it. Okay. So this is hurting people. And now those same criminals are calling into Madison. They're a little mixed up because they're using West Bend Savings Bank when they call to Madison, but it means that they're trying to scam people here, and somebody's going to fall for it.
They're just trying to find new victims.
Yeah, they are. So, and this is happening all of the time.
How are the deaf now being brought into this?
Well, we've talked about this before too, but there are criminals outside the country that need to scam people right here in Madison. Well, how do they do it? They have broken English. They don't write proper English. So they call up the nice operator for the deaf. They call them relay operators. So they type an email to that operator, and the nice operator calls up and then calls somebody up and helps them scam them. For example, if
What's
you have
the scam then? What's the ruse? What do they use?
The scam is you have something for sale in the local newspaper. What you don't realize is that people all around the world are reading that ad online, figuring out how to scam you. So they get the relay operator call you, and in this case, they're saying the relay operator is we're gonna send you a check for more than you're asking, and then you send the excess somewhere else.
Right.
So bottom line is there are people around the world, criminals, hundreds of them, trying to get at us, and they can, because they read when we have something for sale in the newspaper, they know we're motivated, and they will use that. And they use relay operators, anything they can, electronics, to fool us.
So, but we don't want to stop advertising in newspapers. What's the moral of the story? How do we protect ourselves?
Oh, well, that's a good point. Good point is be suspicious of any call. Caller ID. You can't trust caller ID anymore. And if the relay operator calls you, you might be very careful. If it involves a check or involves money, if the relay operator calls you, be careful.
All right. Glenn, thank you so much. For more information, go to our web channel, NBC15.com. You go to news links and you can find Glenn Lloyd's very important information, not personal information out there, though. We can't scam you.